Welcome to another video from DIY Daily. Just put together a two-part video just showing you how to replace the rear wheel bearing on this 2011 Volkswagen Amarok. Now the rear wheel bearing on these, it comes part of the complete half shaft. The half shafts are mega expensive, normally about 1300 quid plus that area if I remember rightly from Volkswagen. But you can get the bearings individually and they can be swapped over. Basically the first part of the video I'm going to do is this one, which is basically removing the half shaft, getting it all stripped out to this stage. Now I'll put a link to the video of the bearing being swapped over so you can then switch to that video for swapping the bearing over. And then we'll come back to this video for basically reinstalling the half shaft once it's all fitted, that's all. But yeah, if you check the links in the description below, I'll put links to all the parts and all the tools used for both parts of the job, and I'll put all the torque settings and everything like that in there as well. But basically all we're going to do now, we'll just get it up in the air, get the wheel off, run you through everything a step at a time. So now that we've got the wheel off, next thing we're going to need to do is just remove the retaining bolt, and for that you're going to want a triple square socket, size 10 there. And the only thing I've just done, which I've done before starting the job, is just slacken off the bolt for the rear diff there, just so that we can top the oil up. We're going to lose a bit of oil while we do the job, so just slacken that off and just left that loose for a minute. Now once you've got your retaining screw off, you might find that your drum is quite likely to be a bit tight. You might need to just give it a bit of a tap while you're just working it to get it off, that's all. Right, so now that we've got the drum off, all we're going to need to do at this stage now is just come around the back. Basically got 4 bolts holding it on. You're going to want a 21mm socket. I've just got one with the UJ on it there. You can see we've got one there, one there, one there, and one up there. You can just see on this one where it's actually been leaking a bit of diff oil through it as well. So we're just going to crack on now, get them 4 bolts out, and we should be able to slide the half shaft out. Right, so we've now got all 4 retaining bolts out for the half shaft. Now at this stage we're just going to pull the half shaft out. You might find it might be a little bit tight on the seal. You might be able to just pull it. I've just put a little bucket underneath just to catch any oil. You might just need to lightly pry it or give it a tap to get it out, but we'll just have a go at getting that out there. Right, so that's the half shaft out now. As you can see, it didn't come out too bad at all really. Rather than prying against it, I didn't really want to pry against the shoes too hard or anything like that, so it's nice and easy to access from around the back. So what I did is just put 2 bolts in, the bottom bolts in, just by a few threads, and just give them a bit of a tap, just switching from one side to the other, and you can see that just knocked it through. It's only this little seal just around there that just holds it a little bit, that's all. But it does just catch, once you get it so far, it just start to catch on your handbrake rod there, so just need to once you get to that stage, just pry that lightly out of the way, then you can slide it out past it, that's all. So but you can see at this stage now, all we're going to do is just slide the half shaft fully out, just have a quick check of it, just to make sure that it's the same as the other one that we've got, but there's no reason why it shouldn't be. Just have a quick check, make sure it looks the same, and then we can simply just slide the new one into place and get it all bolted up. Once we've slid it out, we're just going to give this a nice bit of a clean up just in there where the seal goes as well. But on the one that we've put the new bearing in, it comes with a new bearing, a new bolt on there, new nut, sorry, and a new seal as well. So that's all been swapped over already. So we're just simply going to slide it out now. And at this stage, if you're obviously following the video, you're ready to swap the bearing over, just flick over to the other video. I'll put a link in the top corner now, or it's in the description or not. You can get it all swapped over and then just follow on with this video for refitting the half shaft back into place and topping all the oil up and everything like that. So yeah, we'll just crack on now, get it swapped over. So you can just see it ain't quite pulled up yet. Just put the bolts in finger tight. I'm just going to wind them up lightly, just with a gun, and then the proper torque setting for the bolts is 150 Newton meters, then 90 degrees. It's done in 2 stages. So we're just going to nip all them up first. Right, so the hub's all nipped up properly now and torqued down. The next thing we're going to do is just put the drum back on. The torque setting for the little drum retaining screw is 20 Newton meters. Right, so now that's nipped up, next thing we're going to do is just put the wheel on, and the torque settings for the wheel is 180 Newton meters. Right, just before we drop it back down and torque the wheel up, I'm just going to send it up in the air and just put some diff oil in it. Now I know I've lost a bit. We've got this fill plug undone already. They don't have a drain plug on these axles, so I'm just going to use the sucker, just suck as much oil out as I can, and then we'll just get some oil in it, nip that out before we drop it back down, just to torque that wheel up. Right, so we've got as much sucked out there as we can. The next thing we're going to do is just fill it up. Now your fill level for this diff is basically just you're filling it up until it starts coming out of the fill hole, that's all. Once it's there, we'll just give the plug a bit of a nip up, then we're ready to drop it back down, torque the wheel up. Just to fill it up, we've got one of these style pumps, really handy if you've got a 25 litre, so I'll put a link in the description below for one of them as well. Just see now, it's quite clear to see when you're at the level, or it's just starting to come out there, so I'm just going to put the sun plug in at that, or fill plug. Right, so that's it, the rear wheel bearing replacement all done. We're all torqued up now, diff oil's all topped up. As you can see, not too bad a job really, a little bit more involved obviously. If you're fitting the half shaft and you've got a brand new half shaft, obviously loads easier, but it is going to cost you a lot more money. So if you've got the time, the patience and the tools to do it, hope this video helps someone in the same situation wanting to swap theirs over. It's just obviously if you can do that, it's loads cheaper to swap the actual bearing over. It has been quite handy. This is the first time I've actually done this like this, but it's been quite handy having a second-hand one to have a go at and just swap it all over first. As I've got it in today, it's just simply a case of old one out and the new one back in there. So yeah, hope the video helped. If it did, give it a quick thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.